I was talking into nothing. Hello? It has begun. Unfortunately, for everyone that isn't me. Hello? I'm not wearing my glasses today because I haven't cleaned them yet. Am I lit up? What do I have you for? Come here. How's everyone doing? I'm not Russian. Where's that coming from now? You're gonna get me cancelled on another angle now? Hello? Can you hear me? Am I live? I don't even know where to start with this one today. Like, deadass, I don't even know where to begin with this one, to be absolutely fucking honest with you. God. I feel like I'm gonna start very tame, and then that's gonna go away, because what the fuck is going on? To be very honest with you, I do not understand. I didn't think I was gonna be pulled into like the Mass Effect debate the same way that I was pulled in the Veilguard debate. You know what I mean? Because while I like Mass Effect, I don't like it nearly as much as I liked Dragon Age. But the usual suspects. The usual suspects are back at it again, and I have a lot of tweets that we're gonna go through, because why the fuck not, I guess. And it all started. It all started a fateful day. God. I cannot have a fucking day of peace in this motherfucker. I can't. So it all started when news leaks of BioWare basically just being stripped to the bones was like leaked. I don't know if it was leaked. I think this was like EA like basically saying like, hey, we are like downsizing or whatever, which just means layoffs and people are getting fired left and right, which good, obviously. You're not gonna hear me complain about that, because the thing that I'm the most famous for is telling the Veilguard devs to kill themselves. So you know what I mean? You're not gonna see me shed a tear over this matter. I was right there with everyone else that felt slighted about Dragon Age, and I was cheering about their downfall because everyone knew that was gonna happen but them. Like, is it my fault that you suck at your job? No. By the way, can we talk? Can we talk about my girly energy drink? Okay? No one was surprised about this but themselves. Like, you're firing me? Yes, Kevin, I'm firing you. I don't care that you have been working here for 30 years. Have you pulled your weight in those 30 years? No! So gone, you're gone, bye. That's what happens when you don't fucking work at your job. Like, you don't fucking do anything. Like, I'm sorry. Is this news to anyone? That if you go to fucking work and you don't do your job properly, the company can fire you for not doing your job? Because I thought that's kind of how that fucking worked. But maybe I'm the one that's crazy. Right? Maybe I'm the crazy one. Okay. So this is what opened the fucking can of worms, okay? And as always, we have IGN, we have PC Gamer, we have all those fucking journalists, gaming journalists. Thank you for becoming a member, Heavily Jester. All those journalists are now being like, yeah, you know, BioWare sucks and Veilguard sucked. Thank you for the gift of memberships. And it's like, okay, so now they are, obviously, that's what you can expect from gaming journalists, okay? It's that they're gonna switch their tune every 2 seconds because it's the controversy that's keeping them in the game, which they're not in the game. No one cares about gaming journalists. They get fucking ratioed every time. Thank you for the super chat, another guy. And then, you know, it's been a thing. It's been a thing. I said this many, 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 many months ago, before Corinne Bush left the company, before John Epper left the company, before all the layoffs, I said BioWare is gonna die. BioWare has been dead. It has been dead since the days of fucking Dragon Age 2. If I can say it, it has been in decline since Anthem and Andromeda. Obviously. And I was genuinely surprised that it had lasted as long as it had. It's been running on literally like fumes, on reputation alone. But everyone that worked in that fucking company that made the games that I like and you like are not longer there. And I've said it before it was fucking popular. I like compare it to the ship of Theseus. If you change every nail and plank in the ship of Theseus, is it still the ship of Theseus? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay? It is not. So are we surprised that Dragon Age the Veilguard, not even a year after release, it's now basically being given away for free? No, I'm not. Like, I'm very sorry. And yes, I have been vocal about this because I'm vocal about everything that I fucking want. So shut the fuck up. And then news come out, right? That, yeah, BioWare is downsizing. It's focusing on the next Mass Effect because, of course they are. It's all it has. Everything BioWare has at the moment, it's Mass Effect. And we don't know anything about it. Except that it's like the last chance that BioWare has to stay awake, to stay, in the game. Come on, people. Like, it's not working anymore. Like, just relying on reputation alone and on the fucking wind that previous fucking titles that you didn't even make because the company when those games were made was completely fucking different. Relying on those fucking people's, like, achievements to keep yourself afloat, it's never gonna work in the fucking, like, long time. It's never gonna work. So are we surprised? We're not surprised. But this downsizing to focus only in Mass Effect means, thank you for the resub, no? For 4 months. Good job. This downsizing means that a lot of people are getting displaced in the company. They're being moved from BioWare to EA to work on another EA title, and a lot of people that worked on Veilguard actually, and you'll see it later, have been fired. It's almost like if one company and the investors in that company pour millions and millions of dollars into a title that has been rehashed at least 4 times that we know of, and you are gassing them up, telling them, it's gonna be a hit. People are gonna love this. Fucking inject DEI into there. They're gonna eat it the fuck up. The fucking modern audience is gonna buy it like popcorn, brother. We're gonna be set for life. And then the game comes out, and it's on release, dead. I'm surprised that on the, the 31st Veilguard released on the 1st, I'm surprised the EA on the 1st didn't fucking close BioWare. I'm surprised. Thank you, Marvin, for the super chat, and I know. Crazy. Crazy. They have been... But yes, and this is where, Blue Sky is where all the fucking idiots go to cry. And Anne Lee, who apparently worked at BioWare, it's saying, I learned, it doesn't say, this is a writer, but she learned a lot during that time from exceptional folks. No, it's inclusive, okay? Just watch. One day I'm gonna take the letter X from these people, and they're not gonna know what to do with their lives. In many disciplines, but also specifically from my fellow writers and our amazing editors on both Mass Effect and Dragon Age brands. Today, not a single one of those writers and editors remains employed there. Good. Good. Again, what do you want people to do? I don't expect to go to a fucking McDonald's, shit on a burger, and serve it to people and expect to keep my job. You can do it. You can do it. I invite you to do it. but don't expect to get paid or to keep your job after that. And the thing is, you have gotten away with shitting on people's food for a long time. But now, it's not happening anymore. It's not, they have put Daddy EA put their foot down, and all of a sudden, EA is the devil now. We're gonna see that later. But all of a sudden, there's like this shift in loyalties in companies that were great. In game journalists, in game, like, you know, they were great. They were amazing back in the Veilguard debacle. Now they're really bad. They're really bad people, and we don't like them, guys. Because, stupid. Fucking retarded, I'm telling you. This is, by the way, an estimate, okay? Because allegedly, Veilguard cost $250 million to make, plus marketing, which other people are saying, not a lot of marketing. Marketing also encompasses like the deluxe editions. It encompasses every deluxe in pre-order item, all the merch, and that costs a lot of money, okay? So, but let's say 250, okay? It lost nearly as much as it was put into it. It didn't make anything back. Or if it did, it was nothing. It didn't break even at all. And yeah, it is today one of the biggest financial flops. Kind of like, you know, second to Concord. Okay? Please know, Gilslander, I love her. Wake up. I need you all to wake the fuck up. Wake up. Please, I am begging you to wake the fuck up. Okay? Because, and I'm gonna make an entire video on it. Don't. When people have bad takes, I have bad takes all the fucking time. You are allowed to say so. Just because you like 2 videos that one person made doesn't mean that they're God, okay? Thank you. And this is where they always start, like, you know, they're not, you cannot jump off the ship if the ship already kicked you out before that. You know what I mean? Like, I did say that this is like rats leaving the ship before it goes under. No. The rats were exiled before this all happened. They were evacuated from the premises. But Patrick Wicks, we all know Patrick Wicks. If you don't know Patrick Wicks, he took over after David Gator left BioWare, and he took over as senior writer.
I scum! No prisoners! For the Emperor!
For the Emperor, okay? Listen. Gil seemed cool overall from my interactions with her. Do you know her real name? How old is she? Where she's from? You don't know that woman. Wake up! God damn. You guys need to wake up. Wake up. Please, I am begging you. I have never in the history of ever had to tell people so many times, think for yourselves. You would think, you know what would benefit me? To go like this on Twitch and YouTube and make money of your fucking mindless bitches. It would benefit me, but I don't want that. I want people that think for themselves, okay? We need individual thought in this society because it's non-existent. Do you understand? I need you guys to wake the fuck up and please think for yourselves. I don't care if you like someone. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you like a fucking actor or I don't care. You have to be able to have this skill as a human being and as a fucking adult to look at something, a tweet, an article, a video, anything, and use your critical thinking skills and inform your opinion based on that. It doesn't mean that you have to hate somebody. I hate people because it fuels me. I don't eat like normal people. I let the hate fuel me, okay? That's why I cannot stay put for long. But that's me. I'm not telling you to be like me. But you can look at someone, you can look at me. Many people have told me with my Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 video, I don't agree with you. I don't think you're right. Did I die? Did I disappear? Did I turn into fucking sea foam? I didn't. I'm gonna be fine because I'm a fucking good girl. I'm a good girl? Big girl, I was gonna say, but I am both. No, I'm not a good girl though. Listen, you guys are fine. Maximize, thank you. What was I fucking saying? Patrick Weeks took over after David Gator. Yes, 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 whatever. He made Tally. He created Tally. He created Morgan Solace. He created characters that are beloved by me to this fucking day. So, in that regard, thank you, Patrick Weeks. And then Patrick Weeks turned into Trick Weeks. He goes by they, them now, which... Not my circus, not my fucking monkeys. I don't fucking care. I don't give a shit. Okay? But then he started to pull some stunts here. Instead of, focusing on what he had to focus, his fucking job, apparently, he started like writing novels on the side that were not very good and putting his efforts more into that than in actually making good characters. And then shit, happened. It went blurry for a second. Tash happened. Let me fucking remind you, okay? This person made Tally Zora in Morton Solace. But he also made Tash from Dragon Age the Veilguard. And that's all I have to say for you to understand that H is really bad. And yeah, he confirms, I am now looking for a new writing/narrative position. It's been a privilege to work with so many amazing devs over my 20 years at BioWare. The same way that Corinne Bush had been working 20 years at, almost 20 years at EA. And she got booted off. We know now that she didn't leave on her own volition. She was shown the door 100%. Patrick Weeks, after 20 years and working on the best IPs that BioWare has ever, put out, bye-bye. And why? Because all I'm hearing, it's like, oh my god, how could they do that to Patrick Weeks and everyone that worked in Veilguard for so long? Oh my, that's so disrespectful. He's been working there for 20 years. He fell off, bestie. Sweetie, my love. He fell off. He's gone cuckoo in the head. He's not delivering quality. He's not. And the thing, come closer. I want to tell you a secret. The thing is, as fucking obnoxious as David Gator is, he is the one that basically came up with everything Dragon Age and Mass Effect related. And then other people built on that. And when you run out of actual good source that someone else made for you, that other thoughts that someone else thought for you, and that well runs out, it runs dry, then your actual talent rises and shit floats every time. Doesn't it? Yes, it does. So are we surprised? No, I'm not fucking surprised. But we're like, oh my god, how could they do this to Patrick Weeks? How could they do this to him? He works for... And who cares? He could have been working for BioWare for 50 years. He hasn't been delivering good fucking writing. Why do you want a senior writer that cannot write anything good? Why would you want that? The 3 books Gator wrote about that. Yeah, David Gator might be a fucking obnoxious old gay man, but he knows what the fuck he's doing. So, I wish David Gator was back in the fucking company because he hated Veilguard. He tried to defend it because his honor was on the fucking line. His work, his life work was on the fucking line. But he hated it, just as we did. I would take David Gator calling me a fucking bitch and a whore every day on Twitter. He couldn't call me. I would give him my phone number. He can call me every day and harass me. As long as he makes good fucking content and writes good books and good characters. I don't care. But these people cannot run their mouths and not deliver at their jobs at the same time. You cannot do both. It's the thing with that. I can run my mouth on Twitter because I'm entertaining and pretty. You know what I mean? But I cannot be ugly and boring and then run my mouth on Twitter. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. You have to give and take. Give and take. Okay? But yeah, this is one of the first. We have John Epler. John Epler was the a creative director of Veilguard. We have Corinne Bush, game director. We have Patrick Wick's wife, I think. Yeah, John Emperor was creative director and is currently narrative director on Skate. A Skate game? I don't know. But yeah, little by little, they were just like just slowly and without a fuss, just exiting the narrative because no one cares and no one was shocked. But then the internet, the usual suspects just riled up. They were very upset. Their feelings were hurt for people that they don't know. Why? Because they have this thing called parasocial relationships with, game writers and developers. And they think that because, Patrick Wicks has liked their tweets on Blue Sky or he replied to them once, Corinne Bush, he sent them an email. They're besties now. So they have to defend these people to their dying breath. And as usual, they don't really use a lot of arguments. They use emotions and guilt-tripping tactics to get everyone else to feel bad that you are glad that these people are not working on actively ruining video games anymore. Okay? And we know. And if you don't know, you should know. Because we've been here before. Deja vu. We have been in this place before. They don't want to be here. No. Everyone here can bear witness. I have been minding my own fucking business. Have I not? I have. My silly little videos, my character analysis videos. I love writing scripts. I love it. I'm a fucking nerd. I love writing. I've been writing Warhammer scripts. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking lying. I'll show you later. I have been writing scripts. I've been doing my thing. And then I get pulled back. The dark energy takes over my body. I get corrupted by chaos forces, if you will. And I get sent, because people like to poke the bear. I love you guys. I know who you guys know who you are. But they love to poke the bear. And they come to my DMs and they're like, Ada, did you see who posted this? And they sent me like a screenshot and I'm like, ooh. And I take psychic damage. And then someone is like, Ada, did you see that so-and-so posted this? And I'm like, oh. And I see my self-control just dwindle and dwindle. I don't have much of that. I don't have patience. I don't have self-control. All I have is anger in me. And I've been really good at putting that somewhere else in my life. But no, this is my calling apparently. And you all love it. When I'm animated and angry and upset at things that really don't have anything, This is not the end of the world, but I don't care. Kate Elizabeth. Where to begin with Kate Elizabeth? One of my best friends. Kate Elizabeth is, if you don't know, the ultimate shill for anything BioWare. If you don't know, I'm gonna take you on a crash course of everything Kayla Elizabeth. Her personality for the longest time has been Mass Effect and that she's disabled. That's it. You think that I'm joking. I'm not. Okay? And what comes with that, it's a vicious cycle of making Mass Effect or Dragon Age content, and every time that she puts her fucking foot in her mouth, then she uses her disability to, get pity points and rinse and repeat, and that worked for her for a very long time. And not anymore, obviously. I enter the scene, and I don't give a fuck about nobody, okay? I don't care if you're missing half of your body. I literally don't give a fuck. It is what it is. And I said it, I fucking posted a tweet saying that many people think that I'm a bigot, I am ableist, I am, racist, I am everything. My fucking audience, it's more diverse than a Sweet Baby Inc. meeting. I have disabled people, I have black people, Asian people, Latinx people. You see? You'll see. Whoever calls me a whore now, they're Latino, okay? Listen. And Kayla, what Kayla does best is She sucks cock like nobody's business. This is a metaphor, okay? I don't know what she does in her downtime, but what she does is she like brand noses every single developer, every single writer, every single staff member, anyone she can get access through social media. She will try to get in their good graces, okay? So this has worked for her for a while, and it got her into the council for Dragon Age the Veilguard. If you know what the council is, it's just like a selective like group of fans that had access to I think it was a Discord server, an exclusive Discord server with direct access to Corinne Bush, John Epler, writers, Patrick Weeks, yada yada. They had meetings. They met face to face with these writers. Kayla Elizabeth met Patrick Weeks and his wife. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you? Because it's right there. I have laid it at your feet. Do I need to go on? Do we have a picture of who Kayla Elizabeth has been and always will be? Do you understand? So what we're seeing here, Exhibit A, kids, I need you guys to pay attention, okay? Latin X, I'll fucking school you, okay, caveman? Latin X, it's because Latino and Latina, it means that in Spanish, there's only two genders. Like A, it's for women, and O, it's for men. And that's very, like, not okay. Because there's more than one gender, caveman. So you put an X at the end to, you know, not offend anyone that isn't a Latino or a Latina, okay? Stupid. It's fucking diarrhea. It doesn't fucking matter. And if you call a person that it's from Latin America Latinx, they will fucking gut you and then feed you your fucking guts to you, okay? Thank you. There you go. So we have Kayla Elizabeth. The whole Veilguard thing comes on, you know, like, whoa, people don't like Veilguard. But Kayla Elizabeth likes Veilguard. Why? Because she helped shape it. And you would ask yourself, Ada, who the fuck is Kayla Elizabeth to shape a game from a AAA company? That's what I'm asking you as well. Do you guys knew Kayla Elizabeth before all of this? Before Veilguard, before I started talking about her? Does anyone know who Kayla Elizabeth is? I'm assuming some of you know Gil, some of you have consumed some Kayla Elizabeth content. But I think we can all agree that who the fuck is she to decide what goes in a game and what doesn't? Or to speak for the entirety of the Dragon Age fandom. Right? But she did. She and other, you know, many other content creators did do this. They took it upon themselves to decide that they knew best. They knew what everyone, what you and me, and your dad, and your cousin who also played Dragon Age, what we wanted in the game. And that got her, I think, her name in the credits for Veilguard. Because, you know, and that, you know, that gets a bitch going. That little like, oh my god, I'm special. I am better than everyone else. They picked me, not you. I am the chosen one. That gets a bitch riled up, which I understand. It gets to your head. It does get to your head. It's okay. It's okay. But what I don't care, because Veilguard, who gives a shit about Veilguard? I have the entire fucking career about Veilguard. Not because I care, because I care about Dragon Age, not Veilguard. Veilguard can absolutely, I mean, it has already, I was gonna say you can wither and die, but it's already doing that. No? But you know what I really like, and I really like, I'm getting my hopes up, and I've been kind of like hash about it, because I'm gatekeeping from people like this. Exodus, who it's from Archetype Entertainment. And it's a Mass Effect like from the people that previously worked at not at Veilguard, like at BioWare, not Veilguard, BioWare in its heyday when it was like actually BioWare. And it's from the like James Holland, who created like Baldur's Gate, Mass Effect, Dragon Age. And I was like, oh my god, this is looking really good. And then what happens? This was many months back. What happens? What I get through the grapevine, someone tells me, hey, do you know that Kayla Elizabeth, it's in this an official Discord server, the biggest not Discord, like a Discord server, like an Exodus Discord server, the biggest Exodus Discord server out there, unofficial. She's a mod, and she preemptively banned is it Spells and Shields? Spells and Shields, another YouTuber that makes content on video games, because she doesn't like him. And I said, preemptive? Did he say anything in chat? Did he say anything in the Discord? No. He couldn't say anything because she got him banned before he could do anything. And I said, oh, and you know me, right? You know me. I love arguments. I love petty drama. I love controversy. It keeps me young, as you guys can see. So I said, let's get him unbanned. And I did. I went on Twitter and I let everyone and their mother know. Because one thing about me, if you're being shitty, you have to be like me, okay? And be shitty to everyone. Like, publicly. Constantly. Be consistent. Be transparent with your audience, okay? I am not a fucking saint. I am not even a good person by a lot of fucking people's standards. But I am honest. I am very, very honest. And I always go with the truth in front of me, not behind me. I'm not omitting anything. I'm not hiding. It's right there for all of you to see. So I went into Twitter and I let people know that this was going on. And then I went into the Discord and I joined the Discord and I said, okay, give me a fucking manager. I pulled my best Karen fucking, impression. I said, hey, give me a fucking mod right now because I want to know. And I was streaming at the time when this happened because I knew that if I wasn't streaming, if it wasn't a public thing, Spells and Shields wouldn't get like unbanned. And I talked to them. They're like, okay, why did Kayla tell you guys to ban this person? What did he do? Oh, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You banned him, so you must know the reason for the ban. Oh, can we do this privately? Do we have to do it like this? Do we have to do it like that? Get him unbanned, and I'm gone. And I'll be over your hair. And they got him unbanned. And that's not me using my influence or using my power. That's just me using the truth, which is very powerful. And a lot of people don't like it and fear it, okay? Just use the truth, and these people crumble faster than a fucking house of cards. It is what it is. But that's kind of the person that she is. And Kayla, if you can see here, she's followed by both Archetype Entertainment and BioWare, which never bodes well, because we have seen that film before. Haven't we? We saw Kayla Elizabeth be part of a very small group of people with access to the game developers and the writers of a game. And we didn't like how that turned out. Did we? So I come out, as I always do, publicly to everyone to call me out or agree with me. I don't give a shit because I don't care. And I said, when I'm saying that I'm hopefully skeptical about Exodus, this is exactly why. Kayla Elizabeth is the perfect example of why trust is earned, not given. She helped drag Veilguard into the gutter and was part of that elite council with direct access to writers and devs. Now, she's a mod in the biggest Exodus Discord that, by the way, back when I was, I did this whole Spell and Shields unbanning thing, it was in the works of becoming an official server. She got Spells and Shields banned for no reason, and somehow has ties to Archetype Entertainment. Call it what you want, but I'm seeing a pattern here. Kayla didn't like this, by the way. Kayla immediately, I think less than 24 hours later, she went private. She went protected in her tweets. Oops. Oops. And as you can see, I'm not calling no one no names. I'm not doing anything. I'm telling the truth. And I've said it, I'm not as extreme as many people in the culture war are. And I say, the issue isn't the excitement over our release. Anyone can be excited. The real problem is when these people become the mouthpieces for companies, getting paid in engagement, but never being upfront with their audience. They hype up products, tell everyone to buy in, and then vanish when those same products flop, pretending they never had a hand in it. Kayla Elizabeth and Unified Walker, among others, Eddie, our best friend Eddie, became infamous for milking the hype and controversy around Veilguard before dipping out. If the same thing happens with Exodus, that company will crumble faster than a house of cards. And we will see. We will see. But guess what? It's happening right now. That, Veilguard is dead. Guess what the shift has gone to? I will let you have some guesses. But yeah, this is again Kayla Elizabeth. I don't have to do anything, at all. She does this herself. Thank you to the Dragon Age devs who care about inclusiveness. Veilguard had amazing skin tones, body sliders, texture hairstyles, voice options, body scars, and had some really diverse character creator and accessibility options. Thank you for caring. And I think, yeah, it was Gemini. I love Gemini. Was it the only positive thing she could say? Yeah, thank the maker, the hair looked good, or all that time she spent hyping the game would have been for nothing. I'm sorry. This is the game that you have spent months of your life going to war for. And the only thing you can hype about it, it's the fucking character creator. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. The jokes write themselves. Okay? And then Eddie comes into the picture. Okay? And if you don't know, and I'm not saying Eddie's copying my fucking style, because he could never pull this off. I don't think he could fit, first of all. But I put out a lot of Dragon Age content. I'm a writer, first and foremost. Before I'm hot and I'm obnoxious on the internet, I write. And I love writing character analysis. It's my passion, okay? Fucking leave me alone. And I do character analysis videos and I do lore videos on anything really. I have started with Dragon Age because that's the one that I'm most familiar with. And I'm about to switch. I already switched to Exodus and I'm going to be switching to Warhammer as well. And Eddie comes out of the fucking woodwork and he says, the waters still aren't safe for me, but I want to start breaking down Veilguard and talking about Dragon Age again. It's my passion, and I have a lot to say. Not all of it's good, but it's all in good faith. Unlike so many videos on the internet right now, time to take back the narrative. Time to take back the narrative. I'm sorry. And I posted another tweet about this, answering to this. I don't care that you don't like me. I don't care that you find me annoying, that you don't like my face, that you don't like my voice, that you don't like what I say or how I say it. I don't care. I have never, no day in my life, lied about any of the criticism I did on Veilguard. Ever. Do you understand me? Where everyone else was making video after video on the fucking top surgery scars, I was analyzing frame by frame every single bit of footage that BioWare put out on Veilguard. I was reading the fucking dialogue over and over and over again and trying to piece together where the fuck did everything go wrong. You may not like how I say things, And you may not like that I hurt your little feelings, but I have never, no my entire life, twisted the narrative to fit my worldview. Ever. Okay? So what the fuck are you talking about that you're taking the narrative back? Anyone that has watched my character analysis videos, all of you better watch them. You can tell that I am my most fucking neutral and professional on those videos. I'll tell you exactly why I don't like so-and-so character and why I do believe they're literally like a copy-paste of better written, more compelling characters, and they miss the mark every time. And I tell you at length why I'm saying the things that I'm saying and what I think the things that I think. I don't twist the narrative. I don't change the lore. I don't change anything to suit my version of the truth. Okay? But these people do. Because it's delusion. It's the delusions. You just cannot fucking see the difference between reality and the dreamscape that you have in your fucking head. Thank you. And I beg of you, Eddie, please put out character analysis and please put out lore videos so I can, frame by frame, just like I did with Veilguard, tear them apart. That would be amazing content. Okay? Again, we're back to, and this pissed me off. This was kind of what set me off today and yesterday and the day before that, because it's been a week. It's been a week. And it's these people being absolute fucking delusional. Speaking from a parallel universe where they are not involved in any way with what happened with Veilguard and Dragon Age. Like, in their version of the world of reality, they're not wrong. They did nothing wrong. They were never attached to Veilguard or involved in the fucking downfall of BioWare in any way. They believe this. And Kid Elizabeth says, I don't know what my Dragon Age coverage looks like moving forward. I have a video on Andraste I need to finish, and when I'm feeling better, I want to make more Dragon Age art, but I don't know if I'll make any more Dragon Age videos afterwards. Thinking about Dragon Age makes me sad now. Thank you for the sub, Thirst Patrol. What makes you sad, Kayla? That you had a hand in getting everyone in that worked in Veilguard fired? Because you did. You did. I mean, they had the bigger hand in this because they just wouldn't do their fucking jobs. But you were a participant, a willing participant in the entire Veilguard debacle. You are no without blame here. And the fact that you come to the fucking internet, the internet that I pay for, and I use every day, and you tell me that you're sad thinking about Dragon Age because all those fucking devs and writers I spent so many months fucking and sucking their dick, and now it's all for naught because they have no pull and no sway. They have no jobs. I did it for nothing. Yes, you did. It's almost like when you depend on other people's influence to be an influencer yourself, then once they go down, you go down with them. And that's why you're shifting your fucking eyes onto Exodus. And you're trying to shift your gaze onto the new team that is working on Mass Effect. But unfortunately for you, they are veterans. They're all white men. And the game director apparently doesn't have the same views and beliefs that you guys have. So that's going to be an issue for you. Not for me. I hope that he has the opposite fucking worldview than you do. I do hope so. Stupid. This was the fucking last drop in an overflowing glass. This was just what the fuck do you mean you're sad? For what? For what? You're sad that your fucking money maker is running away. That's why you're sad. Don't even fucking... Bro. And yeah, this is in regard of the whole Eddie taking back the narrative. About that, I said, absolute delusion. Talking about taking back the narrative, like people like me have been lying about Veilguard for months. No, you were the liars. You twisted the truth to boost your careers, make connections, and build a following. You poisoned the minds of your audience, making them see things that were never there. And I will explain that. When I first, even before I got like swept into the whole culture war in Veilguard, I was looking at reviews, at people like reacting to like the Veilguard news and the trailers, and I was so confused because I was not seeing what they were seeing. And now I understand that these people were just they were spinning the narrative. They were making Veilguard seem like something it wasn't, because they were being paid in engagement for it. But you're taking back the narrative to do what? Twist it again? No, thank you. I have been telling the truth since day one. You might not like how I say things, you might not like me, but I know what I'm talking about. I know how to dissect characters, I know how a story beat should land, and what an RPG is supposed to be. And Veilguard wasn't it. I broke it all down, piece by piece, only for your people to call me every name in the book. And now, suddenly, you want to criticize it. Now that the toxic positivity isn't making you money anymore, now you want to cash it on the backlash. Get fucked. I cannot be any more fucking clearer than that. And this is when, like, less than 24 hours, Kayla protected her tweets. But, of course, also she blocked me in Blue Sky. But she doesn't know that I have ears and eyes everywhere. So it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? But I just want to show you like the level of delusion that these people... Who was the one that was simper for Gale before? Come to the front. Come to the front of the class. I know you're there. Come here. I'm gonna show you exactly why you shouldn't turn a fucking blind eye to people's fucking retarded takes just because you like their videos. And that applies to me as well, okay? Katie here says, apart from my favorite thing being shot in front of my eyes, what is haunting me is the state of things. Dragon Age dying at the same time as my country rockets to fascism doesn't feel like a coincidence. And there you have it. That's all you need to know about Katie as a content creator and as a person, okay? And this is exactly why people like Katie cannot be involved in games, and they cannot be the voice of the majority. They can't, because I don't know about you guys, I don't want politics in my games. I don't want politics in my games. None. None. Not yours, not theirs, not your neighbors, not your cats. None. And for you to tell me that you think BioWare failing and people getting fired because they're not doing their fucking jobs, and they haven't been doing their jobs for years, somehow it's related to a change in president in your country, it's absolutely a batshit thing to say on the fucking internet. Do you understand? Everything that doesn't align with their beliefs and their thoughts and their little feelings, it's fascism. All of you are Nazis. I'm a Nazi. Their fucking neighbor that misgendered them once, it's a Nazi. Do you understand where we're coming from right here? What this is? I did see it, Debuta. Good job. And you did it all by yourself. Would you look at that? Do you understand? And I'm not saying, and I did say that I haven't, the suspicion that EA waited until Trump's anti-DEI policies were like at work to be able to fire people and in the process dodge discrimination lawsuits. I said that I believe that was the case, but I don't believe Trump, like, what's in fucking EA headquarters and said, you have to fire all the queers. Fire them. I don't think he did that. I think EA has been trying to drop the dead weight that it's BioWare for a very long time. But do you know how many fucking lawsuits they would have? Because you fire a gay, a lesbian, black developer. Yeah, but have you worked on anything of note? Have you pulled your... I am gay, lesbian, black developer, and you fire me. Lawsuit. So I believe that now it is the time to cut dead weight. When a limb fucking rots, you cut it off so it doesn't fucking infect the rest of the body. It's just common sense. We have been doing this since before, we invented medicine, okay? We had been cutting limbs off before we did top surgery scars. And that's a truth that it's right there. So there you go. Katie, ever the wise Katie, she has cracked the code. She has seen the pattern. And she knows that Donald Trump didn't like Dragon Age the Veilguard, and he specifically asked EA to fire everyone in BioWare or else. Okay? Yes. Because, yeah. And here we have Edward again. I think after branding myself completely on Dragon Age, because it quite literally changed my life, the only way for me to go forward is to keep it alive in content. I'm worried for Mass Effect. Something doesn't feel right to me. And Teriyaki here, this fucking idiot, says, none of what's happening to BioWare sits right with me. It hasn't felt right since the Mary Kirby was laid off right before the game's launch. I suspect they're going to do to Dragon Age and Mass Effect if Mass Effect 5 doesn't perform the way they want, what they did to Alice. Hoard the IP, but keep it shelved for eternity. I wish that's what I wish happened to Dragon Age. But it didn't. And they took it out and they fucking paraded its corpse around. And then they fucking shit and pissed and spit on it and they put it back into the casket. That's what we got here. Are we gonna get the same with Mass Effect 5? I don't know. Do I want it to be bad? No, because it's Mass Effect, motherfucker. People are like, oh my god, you still have fucking faith? I am a human being with human emotions, and I like my silly little fucking Turians that I can fuck, okay? So yes, I am hopeful. Leave me alone. Thank you. And then we have this is in the same fucking Corporal, whatever the fuck, Volcor, whatever. Not to be that guy, but concerning that big game studios continue to lay off their more woke devs with this uprising of far-right idealism in gaming. What is it? I swear to God, if Mass Effect 5 is just a straight male slop, I'm gonna be so mad. Exactly this. I pretend not to see it because I love me, but it clearly has its male slop moments in the trilogy. And I felt Andromeda was the one that didn't do that, and people hated it. I know it was because of the bugs, but a lot of hatred was about woke. First of all, the whole fucking woke bullshit wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even a fucking twinkle in bitches' eyes when Andromeda came out. Andromeda failed because it was poop from the butt. First of all. Second of all, what the fuck do you mean uprising of far-right idealism in gaming? I fucking wish, because that would mean that I get guns and space racism. You know what? I love space racism. But no, we don't have that anymore. But what the fuck do you mean? I swear, if Mass Effect 5 is just a straight male slop, I'm gonna be so mad. You know what I said to this? Male slop basically means if there's a white man in this game who isn't trans, I'm throwing a fit. I am fluent in bullshit speak. Fluent. I can cut through all the bullshit. If there's white men and they're not the villain in the game, excuse me, discrimination, excuse me, bigotry, fascism, Nazis, oh my god, shut the fuck up, I swear to god. This fucking bitch, which someone pointed to me. No, like, you know they're serious when they post a screenshot from Blue Sky of a screenshot from Tumblr. Flowers for the Machine says, Cheryl G. Hardin's writer, because Hardin was a pivotal fucking character in Veilguard. Hardin was the best written character in Veilguard. I loved Hardin. I loved her writing. Because it was there, the writing. It was there. She says she got fired, obviously. So a cool French woman dropped a cool quote from Camus on me the other day. In the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. First of all, French, your fucking opinion, everything that you say after the French part, it's absolutely fucking... No one cares. No one cares about the French, okay? We're going through it right now. It's a lot everywhere. But Dragon Age isn't dead. There's fan fiction. There's art. There's the connections we made through the games and because of the games. Technically, EA/BioWare owns the IP, but you can own an idea, no matter how much they want to. Dragon Age isn't dead because it's yours now. Motherfucker, people have been doing fanfiction in art, in porn renditions of video games and everything since time immemorial. What the fuck are you talking about? In fact, fanfiction kind of became a thing because people had to fix the shitty writing done in canon and they had to fix it in their own, like, stories. So what the fuck are you talking about? What is this? What is this absolute... Where do they live? Can you guys please tell me where do they live? Because it's not on planet fucking Earth. I literally... Maybe the aliens have been here all along. Because I don't understand. I literally don't understand. Where do they live? Because reality... My reality and their reality, it's not the same. This is some weird, like, this is some weird shit. Like, some, like, parallel, like, dimension thing. Like, there's a fucking, you know, two-way glass between us, like a mirror or something. It's insane. It's insanity. These people breathe the same air you and I breathe. Think about that. Think your vote equals the same as their vote. Do you I think about that sometimes and it upsets me. It pisses me off. So I don't get it. And here's when we start to see the shift. The shift in perspective. They love to take back the narrative that doesn't belong to them so they can fucking spin it in a fucking circle, cut it, put one thing here and another thing here so the narrative suits their fucking point in their argument. Because explain to me, they're going after IGN, the mecca of shills, the shills that, like, the prolific shills. They're going after IGN because IGN says key Dragon Age developers have announced they are leaving BioWare after the developer restructure to focus on the next Mass Effect. And these shills say, shame to IGN for phrasing this as if the devs weren't laid off, but simply took the decision to live on their own. This isn't journalism. This is a spinning a narrative. This industry is stully rotten. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand the level of fucking delusion? Do they inject it in their veins? Do they have like that blind thing the horses wear so they cannot look left or right? They look forward. It's crazy. I don't understand. I'm having the same feeling I had at the beginning, like 6 months ago, half a year ago, when people were like, "Oh my god, Veilguard is the fucking game of the year." My game of the year, Veilguard, best game in the past 10 years. Veilguard, I was like, what are you guys watching? And can I get access? Can I get a link? What are you smoking? Can I get a fucking head? What's going on? Because I was very confused. Because it's like, I'm not seeing what you guys are saying. I'm not hearing it. Like, what's going on? And then it snowballed, and it turns out Veilguard wasn't Game of the Year. Ooh! So, now, and we all know, IGN, I mean, are you guys surprised that IGN and PC Gamer and all those, that they're not good? But I thought, because I don't know about you, but I have a feeling, an odd feeling, that this conversation about like gaming journalism not being actual journalism because they don't report actual facts, but they just switch and, go wherever the wind takes them, has been an argument in the gaming industry for a while. Or maybe DS Vitae here came with that all on their own, and they have cracked the Da Vinci Code. Like, it's the codex has been cracked. It has been deciphered. I think DS Vitae has been the one that has finally unearthed the corruption within gaming journalism. What do you guys think? I think we should thank DS Vitae for this, because the industry is rotten. I see it. Wait. Everything is being put into perspective now. And again, I love the part where they all have the same takes, which I always say this because they're not capable with coming with their own words to explain things. And this is again this is spinning a narrative. They're spinning the narrative. They're hurting my feelings. They're spinning the narrative. Did BioWare really fire all the writers? Yes, all the writers that worked on Veilguard. Yeah, and I say, the way they're acting like they have just woken up from a coma is messing with my brain. Now, suddenly, there's a problem with IGN. When they were handing out 7s and 8s for the trash you were pushing, you were all for it. Now it's rotten because your industry insiders are getting kicked out. A joke. It's just a joke. It's just a fucking joke. It's a joke. Then Kate Elizabeth, who blocked me on Blue Sky, because she thought that was gonna keep me away from the juicy tweets, the pearls she spews, because Kate Elizabeth doesn't talk. Every time she opens her mouth, gems come out. You know what I mean? She says very obviously to my tweets about her being a fucking shill and sucking whoever, whatever devs closer, sucking their dick or balls or clit, whatever they have, for just engagement, which it's a thing. I'm making this shit up. You can go back and see all the cover like she did for Veilguard and yada yada yada, and how immediately after the Veilguard shit show hit, and it was absolutely obvious that it was terrible. And you couldn't fucking chill about the game. No one, Maddie fucking Skill Up went backtracked. Maddie Plays backpedaled. Kate Elizabeth put out a fucking video being like, I mean, the game is good but not good. Like the most verbal diarrhea video that I've ever seen. Like I was listening, actively listening to that video, and she said absolutely fucking nothing. Because she knew that she couldn't criticize the game because she would lose her entire fucking audience that only followed her because she had positive feedback on the game, and it didn't matter what was put out, it was always positive, and she couldn't say anything positive because it's a lie. She's outright lying to her audience. But she says to me, I'm gonna say this is for me, okay? Because I want to feel special for once. I want to be the one that feels picked and chosen, okay? And Kayla says, yeah, I don't owe anyone kindness. I'm not a dev or employee of anything. Yeah, we know, Kayla. We know. It's like a groupie. It's what you are. You just latch onto whatever deaf and writer looks at you and knows that you exist, and you don't let go until they literally get fired. That's what you do, Kayla. My views are my own. I hope so. Do you even have to say that? My views and opinions are my own. Opposed to what? If you're harassing me and being disrespectful to me, then eat my whole ass. You would have to get off your wheelchair for me to do that, and I don't eat shit. But I say to this, funny coming from the girl who built her entire career on sucking up to developers and writers. I don't want your kindness, Kayla. I want you to do something you've never done in your life. Be honest. Put on your big girl pants and grow a spine. And no thanks, I don't eat shit. I don't eat ass, okay? I'm better than that. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. And you see how they never like actually respond to the things that I'm talking about. And so it's like, I don't have to explain myself to you. And, to drive that point home we have here, I say, but we both know, Kayla, that you'll do whatever like you've always done. Slither and crawl after any dev, staff member, or company that gives you a shot of attention. Then cry when it all blows up in your face. What do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? What do I have there? Who's this? You guys should remember him. We talked about him at the beginning of the stream. Who is that? Trick Weeks. Patrick Weeks. The former senior writer for BioWare. Let's see what Kayla has to say to this tweet of Patrick, like just, saying that he's been laid off. Kayla has to say, it was so great meeting you in Karen. Karen, if you don't know, it's Patrick Wick's wife, who was also a writer for BioWare, and she also got fired. You were both so passionate and caring, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to get to see a little bit of behind the scenes. I've said it several times, but thank you both for what you've contributed to both Dragon Age and Mass Effect. I wish you both the best. What did she say before? What was that? Kayla? I'm not a dev or employee of anything. Yeah. But you sure want to write the tailcoats of any dev and employee of any company that has a modicum of fucking hype and fame to them. Funny. And then, because it keeps coming back to Dragon Age. And you guys know, you don't touch Dragon Age. You don't touch Dragon Age. That's my fucking reverse scale, okay? You don't do that. It riles me the fuck up. I would kill people for Dragon Age. Do you understand? I would fucking strike it. If God fucking walks down from heaven on an escalator and told me, hey, bitch, if you sacrifice every soul on chat right now to get a second chance to make Dragon Age the Veilguard into the best fucking Dragon Age that has ever existed, I wouldn't think about it. Do you understand? Do you understand? I wouldn't think about it. And you cannot fault me for that. It would be immediate. You guys would be dead. I don't know if your souls would be like, going to heaven or hell. That depends on what you have done. Or if you pay to the church the money that you have to pay to get a cleansing of your soul, whatever. I don't know how the fucking things work. But you would be dead. And I would be playing Dragon Age the Veilguard, and in an alternative reality, I would be having the fucking time of my life. But we live in this reality. And Veilguard was shit. And Dragon Age has been defaced and disrespected and raped and violated. And I'm really upset when people touch it. When people talk about it. Like they know my pain. You guys don't know the fucking extent of my pain. You don't understand. I am autistic. Dragon Age was my fucking fix. That was my thing, my constant in life. It doesn't matter if everything was stumbling around me. Dragon Age was always there. I could always go back to Origins and even Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition when I wanted to like spend 15 hours in the hinterlands, and I could be my happy place. My happy place has been absolutely fucking defiled, and I'm absolutely fucking upset. And this bitch, this fucking fat bitch, this is Scottish fudge. He says, I kept Dragon Age alive for 10 years, revisiting theories and lore/character moments I loved, and I'll continue to do that even if I never buy another game again. Can you share with me some of your best? You kept what alive for 10 years? You stupid fucking cunt? What do you keep on? What? You kept Dragon Age alive. You killed it. The fuck are you talking about? What do you... Tell me what you're smoking. Tell me what you're injecting in your fucking brain. I don't understand. Where do you live? Who are you? What are you? What is going on? Because what the fuck do you mean? I kept Dragon Age alive for 10 years or Resident Zero. I wish you guys would all have... We collectively as a society had our minds wiped about what a Dragon Age was. Just... We didn't know what that was. I wish it would have gone down in... Like, out in obscurity. Like, no waves, no ripples, nothing. Just... Whew, gone. What are they gonna do? Ethan, ban me from fucking EA Play for a week again from online games? Like, they're gonna fucking ban me from playing FIFA? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fire me from the job that I don't fucking have? Shut the fuck up. And yeah, apparently, with Michael Gamble, who, if you guys don't know, it's the game director for Mass Effect 5. Apparently, Michael Gamble just minds his own fucking business. And I think, allegedly, I don't have proof of this, but I also have no fucking doubts because I saw the usual suspects talk about it on Blue Sky. I think, this is my guess, that Michael Gamble made a comment regarding like the whole Elon Musk Nazi salute. Is it Nazi salute? Is he Nazi? And yeah, you know, the Baco that has been fucking having the internet on fire for the past like week. And he said, hey, it's not a Nazi salute. These people, because everyone that they don't like, it's a fucking Nazi and a fascist and the devil from the Bible. They were like, we don't like that you said that. Why you said that? Why would you... are you a Nazi though? Are you a fascist? Wait, why are you defending Elon Musk? And they're like in over their heads as they fucking usually are. So hopefully that's gonna like, I said that I hope that he says the N-word at some point, like recorded, that he does the Nazi salute himself. Just kind of like as a warding spell, you know what I mean? As a shield to keep the shills away. You know what I mean? So we're fine. We're fine. Let's see. Who the fuck is DMing me? Oh! So apparently that fucking writer that said, Dragon Age isn't dead because it's yours now. She's working on something Iron Man related. I mean, Marvel is a cesspool. And I'd say that as someone whose favorite Marvel movie, it's The Winter Soldier. Okay? I was in the trenches. Do you understand why I'm upset now? Do you guys understand why I try every day to be calm and to mind my fucking business, but they don't let me? Do you understand now? Do you? Because what the fuck is going on here? I'm trying my best, but even when it's fucking dying, they just won't let Dragon Age die. They won't. Oh my god, they fucking fired everyone that worked on Veilguard. Why? It's because they hate queer people. Or is it because they're bad at their jobs? I know. Crazy crazy to say this. I know, never said before. What if, guys, hot take, what if they're actually not good at their jobs and they have only kept their jobs this long because they were hired not by merit but because they checked boxes in the company? Anyone with two fucking brain cells, could tell you what I'm telling you right now. Do you understand? I have been telling you this. DLC, my fucking ass. Like, people were like, oh no, they're probably working on DLC. I told you, no, they can't. Because I don't think there's been a fucking game in the history of video games that was so fucking flamed for so many months before release. Because what BioWare did in their infinite fucking stupidity and ignorance was like, actually, we're very proud of our game, so we're just gonna leak everything ourselves. And then you give people like me, who already are very critical of your fucking game, like out of the fucking get-go. You can go months back to my first reaction to the trailer of Veilguard when it first came out, and I said, no, I rebuke thee, Satan. And then you're giving me footage? Official footage, not leaked, not official footage from BioWare. And you're giving me ammunition and you expect me to not load the fucking gun and unload on you? Right. Not happening. And this is exactly what I fucking did. But it's my fault that these people lost their jobs because I manipulated the masses. It was me, by showing you and sharing my knowledge of Dragon Age, because you would expect, no one likes Dragon Age more than I like Dragon Age. No, you don't. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to fucking, don't even, I will kill you. Thank you. One thing that everyone knows about me on this fucking internet is that I am that bitch that really likes Dragon Age, okay? So all I have is rage and an ungodly fucking amount of knowledge about Dragon Age. And if I, who has been waiting 10 years for this game, I am telling you, hey, it's not good. Am I lying to you for views? Am I lying? Or is it the people that constantly during 6 months told you again and again, this is game of the year, to your faces, only for months later the studio to be almost closed down? Are they the liars? But I'm changing the narrative. Me, not them, me. Me, who tells you every day, make your own fucking choices, inform yourself, reach your own fucking conclusions. Do not listen to me. You wanna try a game and see if you like it because you may have completely different likes and dislikes and preferences than I do? Go ahead. Or is it people that tell you, don't listen to the criticism? Any criticism, it's on bad faith. Anything negative said about this piece of media that I really like, it's a lie and they're grifted. And they actually don't care about Dragon Age, they don't know anything about it, and they're lying to you because they want to make money off of you. Just listen to me, because my opinion is the one that it's right, because I'm extremely positive about this subject. But I'm the problem? Me? No. The problem is the fucking toxic positivity movement that these people have been writing for fucking years, okay? And it worked. That's the fucking problem. And that's the core, the crux of this fucking issue, is that for the longest time, these DEI fucking practices, hiring practices, and just fucking being the most cocksucker 3,000 in the room would get you fucking views and would get you fucking engagement and would get you fucking like PR like packages sent your way. It will get you a fucking dinner date with the game director of your favorite franchise. Not anymore. And they cannot fucking cope with that. That we don't want that anymore. Thank you. I would rather have someone call me a cunt and tell me the truth than fucking punch me in the back and sell me a lie. I don't know about you guys. There's a lot of you here. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not here to fucking be famous or spin a fucking narrative or manipulate you into boycotting things that I don't like. Who gives a shit? I am hopeful for fucking Mass Effect 5. I want it to do good. Why? Because it hurts. To be very fair with you, it hurts to see like everything that I love, the best RPGs in existence, die with a fucking whimper. It hurts. So I want it to be good. I hope that it's amazing. Is it gonna be? I'm not fucking... No, it's not gonna be, okay? It isn't. But I want it to be. And many people in my comment section said, you know what? You're a fucking idiot for having hope. And did I fucking block them? Did I call them names? Did I tell them, oh, if you are against me, you're a traitor, you're betraying me? I don't care. I literally don't care. I don't. These people care about everything. They care about what the world thinks of them. They care about pronouns. They care about how everyone else looks. They care about like having representation in every single fucking form of media because they're so deeply insecure about who they are. If you were truly happy in your skin and with who you are, you wouldn't be making a big deal about it. But you are, because you are a fucking child. You are a fucking baby. That's who you are. And you think everyone else craves that attention and validation the same way that you do. You have been lied to and pandered to your entire existence. You have been told that there's, you have no issues, you're fine, you're perfect, which is not bad per se, but you can expect the entire world to keep lying to you if they don't believe that. But you don't only want that to be, that's your life. You want that to be everyone else's life. And it's never gonna happen. And the more you try to put people into a box or you try to oppress them into believing the same way that you believe, you guys love to throw the word fascism and Nazis out there. But the moment that someone doesn't, believe everything, they can agree with like 9 out of 10 of your points. The moment they disagree with you on one fucking thing, you turn on them and they're the enemy. They're against you. Because if they don't fucking believe exactly and they don't say exactly what you want to hear, they're the enemy. But I'm the fascist and I'm the Nazi and I'm the bigot. Me, who doesn't care about what you look like, what you think like, what's in between your fucking legs, who you fuck, me, who lets you guys disagree with me, outright fucking insult me, agree with me, simp for me who allows you to do whatever the fuck I want because guess what? I cannot allow or like forbid you to do anything because I am just a fucking bitch on the internet. And the faster and quicker these people reach that fucking conclusion that you don't fucking matter. I don't matter, you don't matter, they don't matter. Their opinions, no one cares about their fucking opinions. No one cares about my fucking opinions, okay? And you just have to fucking understand that you in the grand scheme of things are nothing. So stop acting like you are and that you deserve some sort of fucking respect for just existing. You don't. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm just sick and tired, honestly. What do you guys think? I'm assuming most of you agree with me. Not that I give a shit either way, because I'm just here to unload, as I usually am. But bro, I'm just sick and tired, to be very fair with you. It is constant. It is a constant thing. And it's just, I don't understand how they don't get whiplash from just completely changing their fucking tune 24/7. and then accuse everyone else of the things they're doing themselves. And that goes for both sides of the fucking war here. The amount of fucking mental gymnastics I'm seeing of people going back and forth on their opinions and going where the wind takes them makes me sick to my fucking stomach, because like, when did it become illegal to have like personal opinions and individual thoughts? When? Wait, I have gotten inside information. Do you know who this is? Let me read this to you, my fellow bigots and Nazis and fascists. Eddie says, spoiler, I'm pissed off. Everyone, I want to apologize to Prismatic, because given the recent climate around BioWare, I think it would be in poor taste to do the cosplay in Massive Extreme right now. I will do it when things calm down, but I need to put it on hiatus for the moment. Tonight on Twitch, I'm going to talk about the layoffs and my perspective on what I think is going on at BioWare. I would love your thoughts in chat, and hopefully we can all decompress together as a community. I am nervous because that Spanish girl that stalks me cunt? I stalk you? You don't even know the meaning of the word. The fuck are you talking about? That stalks me is already kicking off and attacking me on Twitter. So I expect some abuse when I do eventually talk about it. But I think it's important to keep understanding voices and trans voices in this conversation. And since I am both, yeah, because you know what a person that is understanding says. I am understanding. Me, I am a good person. I am a nice person. Not like that Spanish woman that stalks me. I haven't fucking talked to you about you in months. And every time I do, bitch, listen to me, Eddie, come here. Come here, Eddie. Our fucking channels overlap, you silly cunt. We both talk about Dragon Age and lore, and your fucking perspective and my perspective are opposite of one another. And unlike you, I'm not a fucking pussy. And if I disagree with you on something, I'm gonna say it publicly instead of going on the fucking Discord server that you think I don't have access to. I do. And claim that I'm fucking stalking you. You know what that is? That is lying on my name. You're a liar because I'm not stalking you. But you're claiming that I am, so that's not good. Understanding trans voice of the community. Okay. I feel it's important to try and take the narrative back from the blatant transphobia. Where do you live? I swear to God, please come back to fucking planet Earth, because I don't understand what we're talking about. Where? Where is the transphobia? Where? Did everyone at Veilguard, like everyone in the team of Veilguard, got fucking kicked from BioWare because EA is transphobic? Or is it me, the transphobe in this fucking equation? Because I'm always am in your fucking eyes. What the fuck are you talking about? Pears and apples are both fruit, but they're not the same. I don't understand why you're bringing transphobia into the fucking equation. Crazy. You're crazy. Like, you need happy pills constantly. You need to be put in a fucking facility because, brother, they will always hate me just because I'm trans. Deja vu. I've been in this place before. I hate you because you do this. Because instead of talking about the things that I, just counter argument the things that I say, which not even once I brought your fucking gender identity into the question, because you do it enough for everyone in the world. You do it enough for the fucking both of us. Everyone knows you're trans, Eddie. You talk about it every single day. Every day. You don't allow anyone to forget it because you are your gender identity. You are Eddie the trans man. That's all you are. That's the depth of your fucking character. And that's not, you prove it every day. That's not me being transphobic, brother. You just do it every fucking day. But what the fuck are you talking about? Talk about the things that I have said about you. The, shill allegations. The fact that you, every day, you come to my fucking internet that I pay for, and you put on airs like you're the fucking second coming of Jesus. Talk about that, bro. God. Anyway, so I can either hide or in hope it blows over, or rebel by existing as unapologetically as I have always have. So I'm turning my camera right on tonight, and I'll tell you everything I think is happening, and I hope you'll join and show support. I'll let you know when I'm going live. I might start a little earlier than scheduled. We are still a Dragon Age community, and if we have to carry Dragon Age for the rest of our time on the internet, we will, whatever it takes. Mental institution levels of absolutely craziness has been spewed here. And stop with the stalking bullshit, because that's defamation. That's defamation, Eddie. Me calling you fucking shill is not defamation because you prove that every day on the internet. But you call me a stalker, that's defamation. So don't do that because it's not true. The thing is, Eddie, what you need to understand, right, is that, again, you and Kayla need to understand this. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want on the internet. I can talk about the consistency of the shit that I shot today, if I want to, for 3 hours straight. And I can talk about you. As long as I'm not lying on your name, I'm not making shit up, and I'm not insulting, who you are as a person, and I'm not, like, having a fucking transphobic rant on the internet, which I never am, because I generally don't give a shit. I can say whatever the fuck I want. And I'm constantly criticizing you and your repeated, behavior of just being immature, being deceitful, not being transparent with your audience, being a shill, being a fucking turncoat. I can say all of that with confidence because you go onto the internet and you prove that every fucking time. That's not defamation. You calling me a stalker because I talk about you and you don't like how I talk about you, that is defamation, and that's lying on my name. That's a slander. So I would fucking tone it down, because the same way that you can throw transphobic allegations, except that you cannot find anything I have ever said. Like, I respect your pronouns. I call you by your, I do believe you're a fucking man because nobody else would have the fucking audacity. Then you have to tone it down with the fucking stalker allegations, because, first of all, there's so many things I could be doing with my time than stalking you, like plugging a fucking fork into an electric outlet, you know what I mean? Jumping out of a third floor. I don't know. Eating glass. So many things I could be doing. And you also need to understand that people know that you and I don't get along, and people send me your tweets on the daily. Your bad fucking takes because you have me blocked. Like the pussy you are, you have me blocked. So people know that. And they send me the screenshots. I don't go into your social media. I don't dig into your social media like you have done prior. You have digged into, I don't know, I would say tweets that I tweeted 3-4 years back, hoping to find me saying the N-word or something equally as damning and cancelable. And all you found was that I supported trans rights. And you were pissed about that. So, let's not point fingers, Eddie, because you are much more of a fucking idiot than I am. Let's be honest. So, no, I'm not a stalker, Eddie. Am I a stalker because I talk about BioWare? I'm a stalker. Like, did I stalk all the game developers at BioWare because I talked about them? Do I stalk Elizabeth because I talk about her? No. Just because you don't like me, I don't like you either. Doesn't mean that you are part of my life. You are not, Eddie. You are not a thought in my brain. I wake up every day happy. And then I go into fucking Twitter and someone sends me, a fucking screenshot of your absolute fucking shit takes. And I'm like, damn, she's still at it, right? It's been months since the entire fucking Veilguard debacle. And I haven't mentioned you once because you were not relevant. It's almost like I only bring you up when it's relevant to the topic that I'm talking about. Or you talk about me and I talk about you. And you talk about me and I talk about you. And I make money off the entire thing because I like money. It's a pity for you that you don't have my charm and you don't have the ability to spin our beef into money, but I do. Do the same. Make videos on me. I love watching videos about myself. I'm a fucking narcissist. Please. Do that. I love watching people talk about me. I love people like, taking screenshots of my tweets and using them in their videos. I do. Because if I'm fucking making you that rattled, I'm doing something right. But stop name calling. Like, that's all you do. Like, you don't have a single, counter argument to anything I say. Nothing. It's always the same thing. We were here 6 months ago with this same bullshit of I reacted to one video of you and you were just fucking gushing over the fact that one fucking character was Scottish. And you, a Dragon Age content creator, a man that has kept Dragon Age alive for 10 years through his content and his lore breakdowns. You were just fucking gushing over an accent instead of actually dissecting and commenting the fucking video. And I talked about that. And you were like, transphobic. Transphobic. She's a bigot, transphobic. She's the devil. Nobody listen to her. She hates me. And that's what started everything, Eddie. That's it. You are not that important. You're not even that important for people in your life that know you. Why would you be important? Like, I don't know who you are. I don't care. Like, bro, it's been 6 months since I last spoke with you. And I have been happy the entire time. And as long as you don't fucking post anything with my name on it or referencing me, because I don't care. Like, bro, that Spanish streamer. Me, bitch. It's me. Say my name, pussy. God, what am I gonna do? Like, if you say my name, do you think I'm gonna appear in your fucking mirror, like, to say, nude, nude, nude? I'm like, huh. Like, in your fucking bed at night or whatever? I wouldn't fucking go to your house if you paid me. Like, bro. But yeah, if you keep saying shit about me or having bad takes, it is my right to talk about it and comment on it. And as long as I'm talking about the topic, and I'm not talking about you as a person. I don't care about you as a person. I'm talking about something that you can change and you refuse to change. Your fucking personality and your brain. Okay? And you have consistently, like, bad takes. And just this victim, mentality. You are a professional victim. And I've been saying that since, day one. And it is what it is. And I don't tell people to harass you because why would I do that? I can defend myself. You are the one that if I say something you don't like, or I tweet something and I mention your name, you tell your entire audience and everyone you know to mass report my tweets to get me the platform. You have done that. There's tweets, there's evidence of you doing that. There's not a single fucking tweet of me saying, go and mass report Eddie because I don't like him. Never. Because I like the drama and I like the arguments. And I've told you that. I've told you that before. If you don't want me to talk about you, don't give me attention. But you keep giving me attention, and I can, through that attention, keep making and milking content out of you. Because if you're gonna milk content out of my favorite franchise and ruin it, I'm gonna milk content out of you and make money off of it. And I've been nice. I've been chill. I've been quiet about the entire situation. But, you know, I'm back. The bitch is back. Okay? So there you go. And we both know that you secretly wanted me to be back in talking about you. Because that's the only time where you had any modicum of engagement when you talk about me. And it's why you made a fucking, what was that? Like a fucking Bible long statement about, you know, how you didn't even talk about anything. You just like put the words transphobia and my name in the same fucking paragraph and let people run wild and just, you know, the whole like guilt tripping situation of like, I am trans, they hate me because I'm trans. No, they don't hate you because of your takes that are bad or because, you know, you have been actively involved in the downfall of a fucking beloved IP. No, they don't hate you because you consistently, you know, prove yourself to be a piece of shit every day that you exist on the internet. It's because you're trans. Yes, Eddie, sure. Keep telling yourself that. That people don't like you because you're trans and not because of who you are as a person. Which is insufferable. You're insufferable as a person. But the difference between you and me is that I'm self-aware and you're not. And people keep fucking, you know, clapping every time you fucking sneeze. And you think you're hot shit and you're not. So there's that. It is what it is. It is what it is. And bitches hate that I don't care. You know what I mean? Because I generally don't care. Like, and I said it multiple times, if all of this had happened at the beginning of my career or whatever, where I was in a less stable, like, mental place, sure. But right now, I'm in a fucking moment where I just don't care about anything. I generally don't fucking give a shit. Like, I'm not putting up fucking, like, an act or airs or, oh my god, it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't fucking hurt me. Like, it's okay. What do you mean Airbag died? For real? Like, I just don't care. Like, oh my god, you're a pick me, girl. I got picked. I'm gonna get married. I'm happy. I'm in a happy relationship. I have, you know, your dad hates you. You have daddy issues. My dad loves me, brother. My mom loves me. My family loves me. You know, I love my life at the moment. I wake up at the fucking time that I want. I go to bed at the fucking time that I want. I do whatever fucking, you know, I have money to buy myself fucking clothes and snacks and what is this? Cheesecake, energy drinks. I'm happy. Your future husband is a cigarette. If you fucking pick a cigarette, I'm cutting your hands off. So yeah. I'm not gonna fucking start feuds with Eddie. I don't give a shit. Like, the feud was done, but whatever. And I have the fucking right to talk about whatever the fuck I want. Like, shut the fuck up. Not you, Daddy. I'm just saying. Like, God. Cheesecake drink? Yeah, but it's good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, like, people really think like, oh my god, like, no. Do you just hate to see a bitch thrive? Like, you think there must be something, like, wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. There was, but I'm in a very, very happy place right now. You know what I mean? You know what I watched last night? Let's change the topic because, you know, Eddie bores me. He really does. I watched the secret level episode on Warhammer. And I was gushing the entire time. Like, it is! Isn't that cheesecake? What it says here. Not my face. Can you fucking... How do the bitches in... This is cheesecake. We watched the Sifu one as well. We watched the Pac-Man one. Amazing. But obviously, I'm fucking partial to Warhammer. And ooh, it's from Warhammer, like the Space Marines 2 video game. Perfection. That entire episode. Perfection. And I have 2, not 1, but 2 scripts ready for Warhammer. I want your opinion, actually. I want your opinion. You don't want to message me? No. I don't want to leak it, but you know. Because I'm gonna do like one video that it's very like broad strokes. It's very bare bones about Warhammer. Strong yen vibes today, every day, man. Okay. I think I'm gonna like make it bigger so you guys cannot see the entirety of the script before it's out. This is like the first one, and it's gonna be very broad strokes. Like, I'm gonna touch pretty much on everything, but I'm not gonna go in depth in any of it. It's kind of like explaining what it's kind of about, right? And then at the end, I decided to go with the Imperium of Man in the second one. And I was thinking about Space Marines after that, but I think I might go Imperium of Man and then the God Emperor. You know what I mean? Because then I can go God Emperor, Primarch, Space Marines. And then the Guardsmen and Commissars and stuff like that. I would, yeah, if you can give me the renders for, I do need art. Yes. So I'm gonna go very little by little. I did Imperium of Man as well. I don't want to leak everything. I'm doing one on toxic positivity as well. What is it? Is it this one? This one. This one as well. This is the Imperium of Man. This is the second video. Yeah, I'm talking about, you know, how the Imperium of Man came to be. And I'm touching a little bit on the Age of Strife and the Horus Heresy, yada, 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 yada. But I touch on the Emperor in this one, and I feel like if people don't know, where does Warhammer 40k take place? It is like on our universe, except it's 40,000 years in the future, because we do have like Holy Terra, which is Earth, where the Emperor was born, and there is like Luna, like the moon and all of that, like Mars. The tech priest. I have to talk about the tech priests. Yes. And then after I kind of touch on everything about that, I'll go into like, you know, like Cadia and all of that, like the Cadians, then the chapters of the Space Marines, the Mechanicus. Like, I want to go into all of that. I want to go into the Chaos Gods as well. One video per Chaos God. I'm so excited. There's so much to talk about, and if I start, I don't think it's ever gonna end. Obviously, they keep like putting more content out, but I don't know. I'm excited because it means that I'm gonna be doing a lot of research, and by that I mean a lot of reading. And usually I'm very fucking, I procrastinate a lot, so I'm gonna have like an actual like, oh, I have to read for work. Oh my god! So I'm gonna be doing that as well. I'm excited to like pull quotes on it, do a little bit of like voice acting. It's gonna be pretty fun for me. I just love doing videos on things that I like. So I recommend reading Dune for writing inspiration on themes like political, chosen one, Straub's prophecy. I haven't read Dune. I watched the original movie, but I haven't read it. I have to. Corniman's a sacrifice. It's going to be great for you. I do. I love Warhammer. God Emperor Trump has already been born. Nah, don't even fucking come. If you ever compare my fucking like daddy emperor to Trump ever again, I'm killing you in your sleep. I recommend. I already read that. I think that most interested the Inquisition. Yes, I wanna. Like, I feel like the Inquisition for me, it's Eisenhorn. Like, I just, they blend together in my mind because he has this talk about Puritans and radicals and how Puritans like just do everything from a point of ignorance where they don't know anything about the chaos powers and the warp. They don't want to know anything about it. They don't know anything about the Shinos. And the radicals go all the way. They use the chaos powers. They use Shinos technology. They do all of that to like earn, mankind another day. And how he says the Puritans are really the scary ones here because they will doom humanity just because they are, they don't want to see what they have to see. They don't want to do what they want to do. And the radicals, they know that they're going to die, but they will die knowing more about the chaos powers that affect the mankind. And do you know about the second resurrected Primarch? I know Gilliman is up, and I know Lionel Johnson is up. People tell me Dune is better than Star Wars. Currently, yes. Yeah, Lionel Johnson and Gilliman. It's about to get spoopy. All I know about Gilliman waking up, first of all, Gilliman founded my favorite faction of all time, which is the, what is it? Historica? It's like a, give me a second. Because I love it. The Logos Historica Verita, which is completely the opposite of the basically like the faction of the Monitorum, where they redact the history of the Imperium. They just change it to suit the Imperium's like goals and needs. When Gilliman woke up, first thing he did, he killed every single noble in Terra, because that's what you fucking do. Then he went and have a chat with Daddy at the throne, and he became Lord Commander of the Imperium, basically, which is second to the God Emperor himself. And he founded the Logos Historica Verita, which is basically the opposite of the other one, where they are people appointed by Gilliman himself, and they have to record history as it is. They have to go back and find like architect and whatever, and keep it as is. It cannot be changed in any way, because obviously he's not very happy that everyone is worshiping his daddy as a god, because last time that he checked, Daddy didn't want that. So, and I'm really excited to see how that goes. I get a little bit of like Gilliman through the Uriel Ventress novels, and I love him. I don't know why people think that he's boring or whatever. Thank you. I remember like Uriel is a captain for the Ultramarines, and he has to talk to Gilliman in one of the chapters. And he goes into Gilliman's office, and Gilliman is basically like, he's much taller than Uriel, and he just minding his business in his office. And Uriel's an Ultramarine. He goes by the Codex Astartes. He just follows every rule to the fucking letter, and he just like stands in attention. And Gilliman is like, yeah, like sit down, let's talk. He's like, but sir, I cannot sit down. Like, sit down, please. Like, just sit the fuck down. You want some coffee? Like, he's so chill. I love him. And I love him. He was so level-headed in that encounter he had with Uriel. I love him. He's so chill, okay? And he has like he's like the poster boy for the Space Marines. in and off canon, like in reality, in in the lore. And he's tired, man. He's sick and tired of everything. And I love him. And he knows that if Horus hadn't betrayed the Emperor, he wouldn't be the favorite son. He's not the favorite son because literally the Emperor sees the Primarchs as tools. He never saw them as people. And I think the only one he saw close to a person as son was Horus himself. And then obviously things happened. And betrayals were betrayed. And now it's conditional. The affection or the attention that the God Emperor has on Gilliman, it's conditional. Like, if Gilliman fails in being anything but the perfect son, not good, no bueno. I love it. I love it. I love Gilliman. He's my boy, okay? He's my boy. I love him. I have the Glisarchy birds. They're so funny, though. Every time I see a fucking... I told you guys about this. I read a book, and it's the Calpurnia Omnibus, and she's an arbiter, which is basically the police, and they are the imperial law. Their role is to uphold the word of the Emperor. It doesn't matter if you're an Inquisitor, it doesn't matter if you're a Space Marine, it doesn't matter if you're a noble, a rogue trader, it doesn't matter. They're there to ensure that the imperial law is met through. And thank you, Cyber. And in this book, in this omnibus, Calpurnia is like the head arbiter or whatever. She's in charge of this investigation where a rogue trader has passed away. And now it's between two of his heirs to see which one gets the warrant of trade, right? And the Ecclesiarchy gets wind that the warrant of trade is, it doesn't have an owner for now. Because if you don't know what the warrant of trade is, at the very beginning, 10,000 years prior when the Emperor was alive, he went into a crusade to get every single colonized human world under his rule, because with the entire world being in disarray, they were all cut off from one another. And he allowed certain people to, with a piece of paper basically that said, hey, you can do whatever the fuck you want, signed the Emperor of Mankind, to go into other expanses of the universe and colonize planets and get resources in the favor, in the name of mankind. And that makes the rogue traders have a lot of power because they basically have a fucking note from Daddy saying that I can do whatever the fuck I want. And obviously that wasn't the intention at the beginning. People know rogue traders now as they consort with Shinos, they use Shinos tech, yada yada. It wasn't meant to be that. It was meant hey, we have to further mankind's reach across the entire galaxy. You have to do what you have to do. And these people, through the thousands of years that passed from then, just took it as, oh, I'm noble, I'm better than you, and I do whatever the fuck they want. And they created dynasties, basically, where the warrant is, come back. It's passed down to the next of kin. And he dies, this rogue trader, and there's two fucking... And the Ecclesiarch is that piece of paper has the God Emperor's signature on it. That makes it a holy relic. And they said, for me, I want that. And you know what the Ecclesiarchy has, which is so fucking funny? They have lawyers. Do you understand? They have fucking priests that are just well-versed in loopholes in the imperial law so the Ecclesiarchy can get away with shit. I find them fucking hilarious because they never win. The Ecclesiarchy, they never win. They didn't get the warrant of trade in that one. No one got the warrant of trade in that book because they all died. But they tried. They did try. God. Silly gooses. But my favorite faction is the Guardsmen. I like them. Like, I'm reading through the Ghosts omnibus at the moment, and I'm in love with Tanith. People talk about Katie a lot, but no one talks about Tanith. They don't talk about it. Tanith was also completely fucking destroyed. But it's all about Cadians. Oh, the Cadians. Cadian stands. What about Tanith, though? They lost everything. There's like what? 5,000 of them? And they keep dying because no one likes Gond? So they keep trying to kill him, and they failed, but they kill like 3,000 of his men? Fuck you, Lord General. You know what I'm talking about. God. I haven't read much about Space Marines. All the Space Marines that I have read about are Ultramarines. Because I'm a fucking simp. Sue me. Sue me. They have lawyers. They do. Like, I'm not joking. They have fucking priests that are... They just study the law to get away with shit. Oh, the Creek. Okay. No. I love the Creeks, man. I would recommend. I tell you guys every time. There's a fucking short novel about the origins of the Kriegsman. The Krieg. The fucking death guard, okay? And it's amazing. Because it's... Like, their entire fucking thing is like, they had architect. And there was like there was chaos in Krieg, okay? And the governor was in on it. And they had like weapons. They had like nuclear weapons in the planet. And there was an infighting between, forces in Krieg. And the architect went off and basically leveled the entire fucking planet. And there was like this radiation left over in the planet, and many people died, but others like mutated with it, and they built up like an immunity. And a lot of the people, which I was shocked, a lot of the Krieg lost their memories, but they became super long lived. Like, people that were there originally when Krieg fell and became a death world are still alive to this day. Insane. They don't remember. They remember like glimpses sometimes, but it's them. I love them. My mind was fucking blown because of the radiation. They became super long-lived. Some of them, they cannot leave without their masks. Like, it's not possible. And they have a death wish because they're dead already, technically. Like, they're just dead men walking. So they have commissars, which is so fucking funny. Commissars are basically, the commanders of units of the guardsmen. You have a unit, you have like 100 men or 1,000 or whatever under you, and they have a colonel and a lieutenant. And the commissar just makes sure that no one deflects and that they do what they're told. But in Krieg, they have commissars. Instead of telling them to go to battle, like, hey, go do your work and go there and kill things, they have to babysit the Krieg, because otherwise they just like run into battle without second, no thinking whatsoever. So they have to stop them from dying too fast. I love it. A death world is a world that it doesn't have any resources left over, and that it's just not habitable for people. A death world can just be a death world. It can be like a lava world or whatever, or like happened with Krieg, it can become a death world through man-made means. Krieg wasn't a death world, it was a habitable world. And then because of the nuclear detonation, it just became inhabitable except for the Krieg, which are the only ones that can like breathe and live in the environment of Krieg. I lost half my fights in the tabletop over them commissars. Should have my own men. That's what they do. The commissars, it's like you cannot hesitate in doing your duty. Guardsmen are there to die for the Imperium. And there's always more guardsmen like waiting to take their place. They're just cogging a machine. And the commissars are there to like go. Like battles and like the scale is so big in Warhammer that people don't understand. Like there's battles that are fought in the same planet for hundreds of years. Like generations of guardsmen are fighting the same battle, and it's against the chaos forces, against the orcs, and there's no like, you know, like a fucking commissar will get a fucking medal for getting an inch of battlefield back from whatever they're fighting. It's that crazy. We love it. We love to see it. I love it. There's something about grim dark and just desperation and how these people still find like things to like get giddy about. Like I'm reading Gaunt's Ghost and I'm just seeing like everyone hates Gaunt. Gaunt is the commissar for the Tanith one and only, because he went to Tanith is a planet, to recruit Tanith men, like the people that live in Tanith. And there was an attack in the planet. The Chaos Forces attacked the planet and they killed the planet, everyone there. And he could only get out like 4,000 men of the entire planet, 4,000 people. And they hate him because he didn't let them die with their planet. But the thing is, once you become a guardsman, you belong to the Emperor. You belong to the, like, you don't belong to your planet anymore. You probably will never go back to your planet. Ever. So it was his duty as a commissar to get them out of the planet and gets like a fighting force that he could like use to do his job as a commissar. And they hate him and they actively disobey him and try to get him killed, which if I was a commissar, the Tanith one and only wouldn't exist. I would kill half of them myself. You know what I mean? Like, because what do you mean you're disrespecting your commissar like this? No, I don't think so. But then there's like good people in the Tanith, and they just get so excited, like he's like Colonel, just like cigarettes. So as long as you have cigarettes in for him, he will fight a fucking orc. Like he doesn't care. He almost cried when he, you know, had a packet of cigarettes that he won, and they kind of like tasted like licorice. And after the fight was over, they were ruined, and he was very sad about it. But Gaunt like got him some whiskey, so then he was fine about it again. I don't know. It's something so silly, like about the way that they have like this. It's a shit world. It's a shit universe they live in. It's shit, and they still like find things to get excited about. Oh, the Adeptus Sororitas, like the Sisters of Battle, I love them. Their novels are hard to read because they're so fucking pious and they're fucking praying all the time. But I do love the Adeptus Sororitas. I read one, but I don't remember much about it. I love them. I have to read more about them. I'm just trying like to go through the motions. You know what I mean? I don't want to like only read one thing. I'm changing. That's very toxic masculinity of them. Is it? I don't know. I'm excited about Exodus. I watched the Exodus episode as well, and it's looking very good. It's looking like a much more mature Mass Effect. And if they fuck it up, they have a year left. If I catch any fucking Archetype Entertainment staff yapping their fucking mouths online, I will find you and I will tape it shut. I will tape your fucking like fingers together like this. Hot glue them. Don't run your mouth publicly. I am begging you, Archetype Entertainment. Please, if you want to talk shit about your audience, do it in private servers that no one has access to. I am begging you. I don't want to know that you hate me until the fucking game is in my grasp. I beg you. Please behave. I will burn down worlds if Extras doesn't turn out for me. Someone can clip this and, you know, show it to me in a year from now when, you know, I'm reviewing Exodus. I will burn down civilizations if Exodus is ruined for me. You have been warned. Do you understand me? Thank you. How's the current state of Warhammer? Asking because I've never gotten into it, and of course the drama behind it and whatnot. I just don't listen to the drama. Like, I just don't care. Like, you have to find something that you like about Warhammer and like consume content of it. Like YouTubers, like the short like TV shows, games, books, and don't even get like swept into like the canon thing. Like, this is canon now. This is not canon now. Who gives a fucking shit? Whatever you like, it's canon. Period. And they keep making shit up because again, it's fiction. Like, I think the Astartes 2 guy, because he had such a fucking pull, and honestly, he can do no fucking wrong. His faction that he created for the first Astartes became a canon chapter in Astartes 2. So, how long will you be streaming? I'm gonna be leaving very shortly. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. You have to find things that you like. I always recommend, like, go from the ground up. My boyfriend started like reading from Warhammer 30k, which is during like the peak of humanity when the Emperor was alive and he was crusading and the Primarchs hadn't rebelled yet and whatever. And sure, but that's a lot of information. A lot of it. So I would start from the bottom. I would start from the Guardsmen, and there's like short stories, there's like short books about them, and you can get a glimpse of like the Guardsmen and the Commissars, and then you get a glimpse of like whatever the Guardsmen are fighting, which usually it's like Chaos Powers, Cultists, Orcs, Tyranids, you know what I mean? And you build your way up from there. I am currently consuming Ultramarine content because I love it. I love Ural Ventress. I love Rebuti Gilliman. I love Titus. I love them. But then I want to also read about the Kakarodons, the Shark Boys, because I love the concept of the tides and seeing them at work and all of that. But I want to do that in, little by little. Otherwise, I'm just going to fucking drown in information. With Kayla being linked to Exodus kind of pisses me off. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's something there that it's kind of not clicking. And I don't like that. But we'll see. We'll see. As long as they keep it to themselves. You know what I mean? But, bro. I'm so happy his passion gave him his dream job. Now he's doing Astartes 2. Lovely guy. I talk to his animator and he always roots for the fans and listens to them. There you go. I want to just know who the 2 missing Primarchs are. There's 2 missing Primarchs. What do you mean? So there's like 2 Primarchs that haven't been... I mean, we know who they are, but they haven't been... Because I know who was it. There was one that was awake, but he was in hiding. I don't know much about the Primarchs, like all of them. I know Lemon Ras, I know... Lionel L. Johnson. Not all of them are dead. Some of them are... Or they're being worked on. Like, they have been found. Like, Gilliman, he was found and then he was revived. So we don't know. They might change that at any given point. I don't know. Maybe now that Lionel and Robuta are awake, they will find the others. Thank you for the follow being cool. Because it's the first time that there's like 2 active Primarchs in 40k. I just want to see more of their perspective. Because imagine fighting a fight to uphold your father's like beliefs and views about what the Imperium of Mankind should be. You fight for them. You die for them. You wake up 10,000 years later to just realize that nothing you did changed anything. Crazy. That's like the whole thing about Warhammer. It's like, it's never enough. Because it's the same thing as like the Emperor only cares about mankind. He doesn't care about humans as individuals. He only cares about mankind as a whole. And he will sacrifice thousands and millions and billions of lives if that means that mankind prevails. That's his entire thing. That's all he cares about. The Primarchs are tools for, like, people fucking worship the Primarchs. They're tools for mankind, like, survival. That's it. Gilliman knows this. He's the most self-aware of all of them. And yeah. Gilliman has had a tough life, especially when he arrived. The nonsense he had to fix was so understandable. Like, he's tired. I know he cries himself to sleep. Like, you know, there's so much that they can do. And I hope they do it justice. You know what I mean? Because, bro. If you had read it, Sunday of the Forest, you're gonna see the lion's perspective of the new empire, his children, and his brothers. That's also as well, like, his children have changed as well. Like, they're, like, not really his children. Many of the, like stories that he fought with, like, he didn't... They're dead. They're gone. It's insane to live that long. And to be resurrected. Oh, well. I'm really excited about what's in store. But yeah, that's gonna be me for today. 2 hours. 2 hours of me yapping about whatever the fuck I want, because it's my channel and it's not yours, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Okay, thank you. But I'm hot. This is tight, and I wanna wear my fucking pajamas. So if I will live in the Warhammer world, I imagine being the Empress and how does she activate this? By saying, wake up! Wake up! That's how I wake you up. Like, come on! Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna have some fucking dinner. And I hope I have given you some food for thought. And if I haven't, that's also okay with me. Because I'm not your fucking mother and I'm not your teacher. Am I? So, yes. I don't know if every fucking stream it's gonna be me yapping and being full of righteous rage. Because, no. I have said what I needed to say. People are probably gonna rile me up and have absolutely like fucking piss poor takes in what's left of the week, but I don't care. Tomorrow I'm gonna be fucking remodeling my kitchen, so I have better things to worry about. Okay? So I love you guys. I'm leaving. Tomorrow you're not gonna see me because I'm gonna be working in my house, and then I'm gonna die and be resurrected in the morning, okay? Have a good one. I love you guys. Please think for yourselves. Please inform yourselves. Please stay skeptical and don't listen to people when they tell you what to do, okay?